coming along nicely.
But it lasts until tomorrow. It's fading now. I don't know when you're young and right. There's still our eyes on you. They're watching over. Keep your composure. Be your controller. Circle round and round we went. Could you take me home again? Fireworks all in your eyes, telling me that it's alright. Till the clock runs out, all eyes on you. When the sun goes down, it's just too soon. Won't you take me away? Oh, I can't refuse it. Give me your soul before you lose it. You are so heartless, and you don't care. And I don't even know what else we're fighting for. You got me hoping, and you don't care. And I don't even know what else we're fighting for. Every time I fall in the deep, and I can't fight it, I can't fight it. You wreck my mind, I'm losing my sleep. And you know that it's all that I need. So don't leave me alone. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. I know it's reckless, but I don't care. You're dangerously close and I keep going on. You keep me fading, and I don't care. 'Cause I want everything that I've been running from. Every time I fall in the deep, and I can't fight it, I can't fight it. You wreck my mind, I'm losing my sleep. And you know that it's all that I need. So don't leave me alone. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. You don't leave me alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Don't leave me alone. Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout.
Alright, and with this we should be live, ready to go. Boom. I'm just gotta do this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Sup everyone, welcome back to the Dragon's Lair. I am in the wrong game. I apparently was playing my other character in my free time and I didn't remember. Boom. It's been a minute since I played. I've been playing a lot of Vermintide on my free time. There we go, this is the right game.
Sure.
It is. You can believe me.
Good day to you.
We're about to talk to Grimda about stuff. Hoping to get something for our friend Adar. An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as a walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around here, but let the priest and Scivitas continue their search. She shoots the nearest robed figure a withering glare. Wouldn't do to give them another excuse. What are they looking for? Maybe I could find her. She sizes you up, stroking her chin. And I could trust you to bring it back, I suppose. She scowls at you. I scowls at the robe priest again. You certainly couldn't do a lot worse than this lot, anyway. Thieves have made off with an ancient scroll of Whale. They intend to blaspheme by selling that which should remain hidden. A secret of 100 visions. The 100 visions. Her wiry eyebrows arc over her spectacles. The gods caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. I want to switch from top messages, please. I hate the fact that it always starts in top messages. All they could piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Deerford. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them, but bring back the scroll. Whale rewards the persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of Whale? That's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. Whale. Well? How do you pronounce that word? I don't think it's whale. What else do you need to do? What else do you need? Tell me about yourself! I am the High Archivist of Hall of Revealed Mysteries. She coughs loudly into her fist. And I am too old and busy to be bothered with inane questions. Even just one or two? Kana sighs. I'd like to know more about Whale. She smiles. Her smile reveals a row of crooked teeth. That's the rub, isn't it? Whale is the god of things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 visions one sees, the more has yet to be discovered. Though we often call Whale he who sees and is not seen, it is neither male nor female. To assign any definitive characteristics to Whale is to miss another essential part of its divinity. The 100 visions? A term of reverence for Whale's many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. Farewell! This did not go as I was planning. I want to steal from you guys, because I just said, I'd help you, and then I steal from you. And then you won't know what to do. You'll probably call the guards on me, and then I will get shot by the guards. They'll be like, boop, 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 boom, boom. But little do they know, I got a gun too, bitch. I go, bam! I could unlock this door. Oh, excuse me. With one lockpick, and I refuse. It's against my religion. Funny enough, because we're in this religious house. Against my religion. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to risk incurring their ire. Oops. There we go. Here we go. We're running away. They're coming to take me away. Haha. They're coming to take me away. Hee hee. Oh hee. Oh ho. Haha. To the funny farm. Life is
You
beautiful.
have said you fought in the Saints' War, but
Yes.
for which side?
I dare.
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light would be very convincing.
Funny thing about fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
Well, there we go. We missed part of the conversation because I clicked away. Not intentionally, but it's what happened. Okay, we're in Copper Lane. Excuse me. I want to... Well, I mean... It'd be nice if we could get the druid, but it's not important. We'll just carry on. Because we could also get a paladin. A paladin wouldn't be bad to have on our team. No,
Well,
sir.
whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quain, that's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
That's great. Let's see. Oh, that's the embassy. Heck yeah. And this is the Temple of Wodica? Heck yeah. Let us go to the palace. I mean, why the hell not? I'm sure the Duke has nothing better to do than to talk to a bunch of... What level are we now? Level 75 adventures. I'm kidding. I'm only level 4. We're level 4. Okay, we're third to max.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
You're talking bad about the people who worship your god? I don't even know what to think about that. You're an enigma. I want to slap this person. Hiya. Very well.
Hello.
Hiya. Any news to share? Or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? What is the Ducal Palace? It is the seat of government here at Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadrit declared freedom for the Adian rule some 150 years ago. It's also a hotbed of religious politics. Trust me, the gossip here you beats what you'll find in a tavern or a brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up a conversation in the taverns than to try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. No, inconspicuously. It's a word. Looking for any news? Who are you? I'm the page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay's not great, but also the benefits suck. I don't know why that got me. What goes on here? Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies. And that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at the liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, we have the shrine devoted to Magrin, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dull, official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registries. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day and I got drafted in reshuffling half the records. Worst day of my life. Alright, goodbye, fair lady. We shall burst into this room and steal your shit. I do not say that out loud. Who are you? Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the Adamancy hearings, you plebeian! Get out of my sight! Oh, that just remembered me. That just reminded me of when I was doing my Elden Ring playthrough of my paladin character, and I was like, "For the church! I shall kill you for the church!" The one's head is bowed as her hips move in prayer. Her lips. Her hips, yeah. I'm worshipping a god. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Margaret, and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? I'm doing that old lady voice, I don't know why. Like, the funny thing is, I feel like I can do more voices than I ever do when I'm on camera. I'm not saying, like, I'm a voice actor or anything. It's just, like, when I get here, I just do, like, the same 3 voices, and I can at least do 5 different voices. You seem upset! What's wrong? Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? Now I don't know what voice to do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give her Skeletor's voice. They're just symbols! You can't put faith in them! Tell me what this is about. The sacred pyres around town. You must have seen the statues of the goddess around the city, holding up empty braziers. Braziers. I don't know. Bras. Nah. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. Or He-Man! And people need to see them now more than ever these days. What does that mean? It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about is all the Hellborn born all over the city. Their grieving families. Their refugees. How can Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Skeletal. I can't. Terrence grunts with disdain. What strength do we gain from adversity? From trial and test? The fires didn't wither away because she lacks her faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services. And Margaret is paid and pleasured and sweat and struggle and pain. This mewing imbecile is unworthy of Margaret's womanly hate. What the fuck is wrong with you, Terrence? I'm getting a question out of you by part. Like, I I don't know what to say. Holy shit, dude. Take heart and don't abandon your faith too easily. I don't care. Whatever. Well, I can afford to be so nonchalant. But I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. Lately, I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness filled with pools filled with sunbursts of color. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens, even when they splash onto the earth. She raises her hands as if framing an image of her vision. It was like this sunburst of colors and He-Man! And behind the falls is a cave filled with fire and heat and danger and some token of my goddess. I know there's something in there, but where it is or how to get there, she shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes this description. To be honest, I don't know what I'll do even if I found the place. Worthless, like so many of Margaren's flock. Afraid of her god's test. If Margaren speaks to her, it is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life. And this vision is surely a death trap for the weak. Damn. So I guess he just doesn't like the people who follow. Alright, Durns. A fan of the god, but not the worshippers. I thought that sounded more clever in my head, but... I'd like to know more about the temple here! What is the significance of the sacred pyres? They symbolize Magaren's power and guidance, and right now, the people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. She crosses her arms, staring at the statue. Our neighbors in the Velian republics see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. Something else? No. That's Magrin, right? A stone figure of war gazes towards her raised hand. It's empty, but the palm and fingers are blackened. What? There's supposed to be like fire there, probably, because she's like a god that does fire stuff. Fire stuff. I want to steal from them, but they'd probably catch me. Oh, well, with me, they won't let me steal from them. I don't know why. I think it would be pretty cool if I could steal from them. Why can't I unlock that door? I'm just busting in here. Yeah, this is the records keeper. Let's talk to him.
Greetings.
Greetings. Yes, is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. Trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we have to bar access to the public. Seems there's quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Red Syrians. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. You must understand. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. But I have no reason to suspect you're any different from the others. There's something peculiar about this records keeper's inflection. The differences are subtle, but it doesn't sound like any native Tyrolean you've ever heard. I take what I want! Psh, 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 psh. No, that seems like a bad idea. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't know what side he fought for. I'm just trying to blank on Edgar's voice, but that was not it. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't know what side he fought for. You must understand. I've heard many such stories. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Farewell, you plebeian. You plebe, you poop head. Got him. Okay. Let's run away. They can't catch me, I'm too fast. 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 They can't catch me, they can't catch me, they can't catch me. No, 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 no.
Ronnie, does your fox bite?
Yes.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Edar, why, dude? Does your fox bite? Yes. Can I pet him? It's your hand. Why does he never ask to pet my wolf? He's a good boy. I mean, he's killed many people, but he's a good boy. They were usually jerks to me. Some weren't. Some were pretty cool, but he killed them anyways. I mean, he is a wolf after all. He's got to eat. Don't judge him. Haha! I'm running into here. You can't stop me. I'm breaking into the house. Man, it's not a house. It's a castle. I'm breaking into the castle. What kind of card is this? Haha! We're going to talk to this butthead.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Aldmar gives you a praising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day, we get more from the hinterlands pouring into the Divine's Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you've recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights. I'm proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Clever can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights. So it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Clever's in the back, making plans as usual. He scratches his scarred cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith. Dunstan! Dude, I wish you were here right now. That would be so great. There's also a shrine to the golem, if you're the praying type. The golem? What the fuck? You can't just drop that like it's casual, well-known knowledge. Golems are like creatures you can... You don't normally worship them. Spot on golem impression. Fun fact, in a play I actually was a golem once. It was middle school. I went to a Catholic middle school, and we did a play that was about the Golem Prague. Which, for those of you who don't know, I don't think it's in the Old Testament. Maybe... I really don't think so, though. I think it's just Jewish, like, folktale about this slum in Prague where there's Jewish people and they were being mistreated. So the rabbi was like, you better treat my people better or I want to do something. And the guy who was in charge, fortunately I don't remember what the rulers were called and stuff, but they're like, well, whatever. Prove it. Do something, you bitch. You won't. And the rabbi's like, oh, I'll fucking show you. And then he, like, went to the riverbank and he made a clay person, which a golem, and then he like gave life to the golem. He did that by writing the name of God on its forehead. And the golem was like, oh, I'm a golem, and he like attacked the Prague leader person. The Prague leader person is like, okay, I won't do bad stuff anymore, you're fine. But like the golem was left active on Saturday, which is the Jewish Sabbath. I think I'm remembering correctly. It's whatever day the Jewish Sabbath is. So he was left active that day, and that caused it to go berserk because on Sabbath everything has to rest. So the golem's berserk. He's like, I'm gonna kill everybody. And the rabbi's like, no, stop doing that. And the golem's like, no, I'm mad. And then he like rubbed its forehead. So the word of God was the name of God was no longer on his forehead. And the golem's like, no, and collapsed into clay. So that's the golem of Prague. And that was the golem. I was so excited. I was the shorter person in my class. No. At that point, I was just taller than the shortest person. And they were all girls. Except there was one other guy. I think he was there now, but he may have not have been. But I was like, I want to be the golem. And I was so excited. And I got to it. I did everything like super deadpan. Like I was a robot. I'm like, I am the golem. I felt a little too excited. But I nailed the audition, so I was still the golem, even though I was like looking up at everybody. But I'm like, I'll kill you, I am golem. I made this cardboard person. And like I put pants and like a shirt on him, but it was a cardboard person, right? So very thin, so the pants didn't stay on, even with like the belt all the way tightened. So I remember there was a scene because I made it so I could like pick up the person by his neck, go home. So I did that, and his pants start to fall down. So I'm like, right up of his pants, and everybody's just laughing in the crowd. We called him Sid, the cardboard person. Oh, good times. Where was it going? I also did a lot of research too for the golem part. Because I was just so excited. Like I found out things like, they resurrected the golem by writing the name of God on his forehead, and then I looked up the Hebrew. I think, I don't want to say it because I'm not sure if it's appropriate to say. But I did look up like the Hebrew for it. I know Hebrew is the language, but I'm not sure what the alphabet's called. In any case, like I looked it up, and then I made a headband, and I wrote it on it, so I had it. And then the guy who was the rabbi, there was another guy, because the other guy was the rabbi. He knocked it off my head, and I was like, ugh. I literally just collapsed, because I was supposed to be like clay. I don't know how I fell. I mean, I think I remember how I did it, because I was just like standing, and I was like, didn't even like fall backwards or anything. It was into a pile. It was great. I would show you, but I'm also just recording in my boxers. So, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, golems are normally something you worship. Another thing is the parable is also about how humans are imperfect because, we try to create life like God, but it goes awry because we're humans and so forth. But we're the defenders of Defiance Bay. Not exactly a formal knighthood. Don't tell Commander Cleaver I said that. We're the first organized militia to oppose Adian rule, and today we have the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dinwood Row. What's this about Dinwood Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Admiral Widener's stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. Just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty holes. They're mostly Orlans. Sure, they're talented enough, but you can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. All I'm saying is that you should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? That's horrible to say! If I was an Orlan, I could say something special about this. If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so damn hostile. That seems like an extreme position to... You're wrong! There's a lot of people who call him a racist. That's fair. There's one option, though, where you can be racist, too. Let's go with that. It's always good to have options for roleplay, okay? Even if you want to be like an extreme dick. That's a horrible thing to say. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. Shut your front door, you whore slut. I mean, it's not wrong to have supervision, but you're also a racist son of a bitch, and I'll kill you. Alright, let's go. I want to steal all the shit. Why can't I steal the shit? I just want to steal the shit from the people, but they won't let me because they're stupid. They're flippin' stupid. Oh, I can steal shit. Oh, we're so good at stealing the shit. I mean, look at that. We're not going to steal the shit, though. Probably get caught. Because my character, who's good at snicking, thick crumb cakes the bottom of the tub. Hell hanging from the side. Gives off an awful... Ew. How much isn't using that bath? It's just going to make you dirtier. Dunstan! Dunstan, my bro!
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Oh, it's Cleaver, not Clever. I mean, I can see that, but I like Cleaver. They're both punny. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. The way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
Something else on your mind? Tell me
We were
about the
all
Knights.
smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to Deerwood's heroes of all. Old. Picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunried Road. Why are the words in this game so complicated? Other than Dunried Road. Who really knows about any of that, though? Alright, goodbye, you stupid person. You're not stupid. I don't know why I called you stupid. I'm sorry about that. I just get a little bit aggressive at times. When I have to deal with racism. Blatant racism. Orlans are cool, okay? They're like hobbits. But also cat people. For when you wanted to your Hobbit cat boy cosplay.
We just don't have the manpower.
What about the woman power?
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers? Probably because you're a jerk who employs racisms.
Fleet Breaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Haelmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
None of those words is how I would have pronounced them. Novitiates and justiciars? Well, I guess that makes sense because they're like just... But I always call them like just... Well, it's not justicars, because that one... What? Justicar... What the fuck is going on? Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. Look at me, I got a gun. Motherfucker! Boom, 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 boom. What's wrong? Can't keep a bunch of desperate, homeless, half-starved citizens in line? You stupid... Quit being dramatic. You chose this as a career. Do I want to help out the Knights of the Crucible? I don't know. They don't seem... I'll do it anyways, because it's good money. Gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who would rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an Animancer scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him. We don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times that my novitiates have checked. 'Cause she's dead! Can't you read between the lines, you fool? Why did they make you captain of the guard? Captain of the Crucible Knights. You're stupid. You're commander. You're not a captain. Whatever! Vienna lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane. But I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. That's his area of expertise anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of the equipment. You wouldn't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Is there something else that I could do for you? Nope. You've told me everything I need. I shall go find this Animancer and kill her. Bring you back her head on a silver platter. You'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Be like, you didn't specify how you wanted the research. I'm sure it's in her brain. We can use magic now. This is a symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular geared, smooth and bright. Oh, there's nothing on the altar. Oh man, I was hoping to have the stuff on the altar. Training room! We're going to the dojo. What? Tomo, no beats? June? That's from an anime. Here's the novitiates. This is, Wyla. Wyla, let's talk. The Justiciar's gaze flicks over you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about the patrols, my novitiates are already searching to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the Mesa Heritage Hall, I simply don't have units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? No! You're mean to me and that hurts my feelings. My feelings are hurt. Go to the archives! Maybe they can tell us something about Edar. He's a good boy who just wants to pet foxes and get his hand bitten. But haven't we all at time to time? The record of the Ark active patrols and reported crimes and Andra's gift. The latter far outnumber the former. Okay. So there's a lot more crime than there's patrols, but he doesn't have the manpower, which is why he's trying to build golems. Which is probably not a good idea, because golems are like... as we've discussed earlier. So, they also
How's
require
the hand?
souls.
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
There's just something so real about that. Am I not supposed to pet?
This would be the temple Merwald spoke of, or what remains of it.
Yes. Who dat bitch? Is that me? Praise,
Praise to the
Oh.
exiled queen. May her crown be restored and her justice prevail.
I oughta slap you.
Come to pay your respects to the queen that was.
A ghost hovers in the middle of the room, reciting blessings and prayer. Even as the spirit form shifts and swirls, it retains the face of an elderly man and robes that mark wealth and status. It turns to you. Who are you?
Lord Ardwellen Rugford III, and pleased to make your acquaintance. I came to the Deerwood on one of the first ships from Adia. And unlike the yokels and hut dwellers around here, I still keep to the old ways.
You're dead. It's truly a pity to see what the locals have done to Boudica's house of worship. I was told I'd find the temple of Boudica here.
And so you did. These savage colonists may have burned it down, but worship of the Oathbinder is alive and well. These stairs lead to the main sanctum.
What stairs?
These stairs, of course. The sanctum was always below ground, adjacent to the catacombs, so it wasn't destroyed by the fires.
But I need to find an entrance.
There are various entrances throughout Defiance Bay, but I dare say the easiest to reach is in Copper Lane. I haven't been to that part of town in ages, but as I recall, it's somewhere near the southern gate.
You know you're a ghost, right?
I beg your pardon? Is this some sort of joke where you come from?
I'm serious, just look at yourself.
A madhouse. That's what this town really needs.
You're a ghost! You gotta believe me, you're dead as fuck.
Worshipping Boudica, the exiled queen and oathbinder. I come every day to offer my devotion. I'd love nothing more than to book passage back to Adia, but it is my emperor's wish that I serve in these barbaric lands. And so I do.
Tell me about Boudica.
A queen among the gods. She oversees laws and oaths. Everything has a rightful place, and Boudica watches over them all.
Boudica.
Of course, not everyone accepts this. Even among the other gods, her authority is questioned. But Boudica is also goddess of memory and vengeance. And she remembers. She'll remember every slight and trespass when she reclaims her throne.
Got it. Goodbye. Sagani draws up next to you. You alright? Looked like you almost lost your footing for a minute. Feels that way when I see into the ether. She watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually, such individuals become elders, or alone set a track out in the snow. I would have thought the journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, not so sure. My abilities are a curse blessing. You're nosy, aren't you? This gift is a curse. My abilities are a blessing. Believe it or not, I would have once have rejoiced to know I've been picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me, I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. Can't say I've been a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about her. She just likes to do that from time to time. Seems to cheer her up, so I just let her. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time she goes in a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Connor grins. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get her to tell you what the spirits said. Edar wants to talk to you.
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Oh, it's Abaddon. I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the Golem like he created Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out any of those knights ever talked about when are we going to get recognized as real knighthood? When are we going to get our titles in our land? Their High Justice wants to be an Earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'd wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. Seems some members stick their ideas. You'll see it with other older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that slowly wearing away around them, with nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them. Damn, Eldar. You like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's that ghost. He was like, "You're a crazy lady, 'cause you said that I was a ghost." Clearly I'm not a ghost. Clearly you're a buffoon. A buffoon. I take offense to that, you jackwagon. To the embassy. What time? It's 6:18. Oh, we've already been streaming for forevers. Live chat's not coming up with anything. RP with you people. No messages. Okay. It's telling me nobody has chatted with me, which is fine. To the embassy. No, we're about to call the stream.
Feet heading nowhere.
Durance, you're so intense. Like, calm down, you crazy old person. Vincent! Talk to me, boo.
Good day to you.
What can this humble servant of the Republics do for you? Tell me about the Valiant Republics. They're rich in all ways, and both style and culture. If you were to go to the Republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? The people are beautiful and charming. I'm here because the Sungretti Ducala, that's weird, wishes it. But when my appointment is done, I'll be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Salona. If there's nothing else, I wish to return to my duties. I want you to get me a quest, you fool! You pedestrian pleb. Can't believe that pleb is like, me, I'm pleb. The audacity of some people. They come in here, my house, on a Tuesday. Today's Monday. That is neither here nor there. They come into my house on a Tuesday, and they're like, me. I'm like, no, don't
Your
say
brother.
these words.
Did you and he get along?
We got along how brothers do. He used to throw water on me to wake me up in the morning. I used to fill his boots with stinging ants.
My own brothers and sisters are doing very well for themselves, back in Takoa. I don't know that they'd search for me if I were killed so far from home.
Brothers can be funny. I bet you'd be surprised how far they'd go.
Damn. We go to the gift. Wait a minute, do we want to go to the gift? Yeah, why not? We're 15 minutes away from the gift. The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that smiles back. The smack that smiles back, good fish. It'll smack you just right across your silly head. You silly salmon. We go to this because this is how we can get the paladin. What is what? 6:22. It's gotta be around an hour. And I could go a little bit more, but
God's damn that son of a crew.
The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out toward the harbor with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head toward you.
Want to run a down on its luck Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it.
Damn.
As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
Okay, lady. Enough silver and gold and you'll be surprised how well you can clean up just about anything. Do you need help with something? I will remain silent. I'm stoic as fuck. The woman smiles faintly at you before turning her attention to the warehouse. She grimaces, gives you a slight nod, walks off. Sweet! All I had to do was say nothing, and then she went away. It's my superpower. Let me talk to you.
Good day to you.
Good day, too. Welcome. This is your first visit to the Valiant Trading Company, is it not? Please let me know how I can assist you. Her tone is both professional and inquisitive. Bye. Prince. Oh my goodness, I've been so laughing this entire stream. That's good, right? Just, I don't know. It's like, can I help you? Bye. Run off. Man stands at the corner of the warehouse, directing traffic. Gems wink from many rings on his fingers as he points and waves to the laborers. His silk clothes, though finely embroidered, aren't new. You notice a couple mended seams, around the shoulders and a discreet patch on one elbow.
Hail and well met.
When he sees you, he throws his arm wide, an expansive welcome. Greetings! You have come to the warehouse in the headquarters of the Villian Trading Company. He consults a pocket watch. Some of the gold filigree have chirped away. What the fuck is that? Filigree? Filigree have chirped away. I still don't know what that is. But you're late. I sent word to the expedition hall yesterday. This delivery can't wait. He snaps the watch shut. Who is that feathered woman? Ah, you must mean Pelagina. She's a paladin, employee of the Villian embassy. She's a good soldier, but not so good at taking orders. Too hot a temper. Too hot a temper. Too hot a temper, I'm afraid. She seemed angry. That's no surprise. She is hot-headed. A woman in a brotherhood of paladins, touched by the gods in such an unusual way. Something else I can help you with, or shall I return to my business? What's that to the classroom? He tugs his beard. I must assume, then, that you're not from the company I contracted at the expedition hall. But you're here, and they're not. It's a bag of bitter squash seeds, which are prized for their medicinal properties. Few merchants in Defiance Bay deal in them, but those who do know their value. Seems simple. Why ask me? My own couriers have been robbed and beaten these past few weeks. It would seem some of my competitors resent my success. In any case, you're not a known associate. You'd be left alone, and if not, you look like you can't handle yourself. And as for your integrity, I suppose I'd just have to trust you. And you'd have to trust my assurances that you won't find a buyer outside of my contact. I don't, but I'll do it. Excellent. Now deliver this package to a man named Gareth the Goose and the Fox in Copper Lane. You'll know what to do with it. Return to me when you're done, and I shall see to your payment.
Welcome.
Better deliver that package, no? Business such as this is best concluded quickly. Bye, you nerd! If we do this quest, we'll get a guy. We'll get a girl. We'll get a paladin. Her name is Pelagina. You just met her, and she was like...
Hey, pig! Hey, pig! Woohoo, pig! Look at him with his little tail.
Eldar! That pig has a name. It's the miniature spaced hamster, the man, person, bear, pig, man. That's his name. Yay! We completed the restoration. So I figured out what prestige does, by the way. So you get taxes. Excuse me. You get taxes. So the higher your prestige, the higher taxes you get. So that's the reason to raise your prestige. But it's, it's a risk-reward thing. Because the higher your prestige versus your defense, the more likely you'll be attacked by bandits. And they'll steal your stuff. That's rude. So rude of them. To Copper Lane! We gotta go to the Fox and the Goose, and we're gonna talk to a lady or a dude, I don't know, or maybe something else. There we go, Goose and Fox. We could finish this quest. Yeah, fuck it. We'll finish this quest and we'll call the stream. There's a fire godlike over there. He's drunk. We're going to talk to this man. This man's name is Geralt the Valiant. Save the game. We haven't saved for a minute. Save the game again at a different spot. Talk to Gareth. A man sulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in all the wood and paneling. As he watches the patrons out of the corner of his eye, he gives you a quick look. A quick nod as he approach. What do you do here? Me? I'm just minding my own business. I'm just minding my own business. Of course you are, standing in the corner of a tavern and not drinking anything. Not suspicious at all. Keep it down, will ya? I really am here for business. It's the kind of thing that requires discretion. Unless a mutual friend has sent you to me, that's all I gotta say on the subject.
Gods keep you.
I got a
How do you
delivery. Glances around, snatches the pouch from her. Keep your voice down, will ya? The Dominoes, the Dominos, have spies everywhere. You tell Lorenzo, this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. Did I just do something illegal? No? He grins weakly. That's not even sherry. What's in that batch? Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies, even though they're not exactly legal. Many folk nowadays prefer the risk of hollowborn or celibacy. I'm laughing because I was like, did I just do something illegal? And he's like, no. And then the next sentence, they're not exactly legal. Oh, I don't think I heard of them. The more important thing is making sure they don't hear you. They're old Brackleberry stock. But these days, it's the Dominos. It's so weird. Dominos are known for business activities. Most are involved in some degree of bribery, extortion, theft, and murder. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... Here they come. Look at that hat. A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. Her crooked sneer wraps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to buy only from me. What's a girl to think? Gareth bows, his knees knocking together. Please, my lady, I was just explaining that I do business with anyone else. Except for this one last time, right? Dana crosses her arms and knocks back her heels. There's always one more deal until you've run out of credit vessels. Dana turns and regards you, looking up and down. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. Al glances at Gareth. I think that's a compliment. I like how if I'm aggressive, they like that. Not one to be trifled with, House Domino. Slight positive. I'm just going to stay silent. You've got the pluck, but don't try to hold out on me. Especially not when I'm inclined to let you off the hook. Lorenzo puts you up to this, didn't he? The old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough to drown with him. Gareth here knows better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll give you a chance to get even with the imbecile who's been playing us both. What do you say? to killing Frenzo. Why would I want to do that? Why, I've wanted to. He's using you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything that you are carrying and who you are crossing. Of course, if I'd also considered it a personal favor, and a house domino has never stunned you with its friends. The loyal ones, anyway. I'll do it! Yeah! It's deceptive, and I'm honest. She probably won't buy it. I'll decide his fate when I talk to him again. You'd better make up your mind quickly, because we're going to pay him his dues one way or another. Just make sure you stay out of our way. And then we just fade back. And they're both gone. I wonder why it does that, right? Because they could, like, walk up the door. They probably just don't have, like, an animation for them leaving. So they just fade to black. Or maybe they just want to speed up the scene. We could go to Brackenberry. Let's do it. Because if we go to Brackenberry, then we'll have Brackenberry. Druids have a wide variety of area of effect defensive spells. They also have the ability to transform into animalistic spirit shift form, giving them potent melee powers. They're like blah, 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 blah. Spot on impression. That was me doing an impression of a bear, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious, and I was pretty sure it is. And we can just do this. Bam. Play of Eternium was made possible through the contributions of more than 77,000 fans. Like 6,000 fans. That's more than 77,000, right? Are we going to let this guy live? Going to kill him? Are we going to fire him? I feel like we're going to fire him. It's the only logical thing to do. There's people walking out there, outside in the real world. Can't believe it. Who would walk in a day like today? Who dis bitch?
Well met, friend.
Show me what you got for sale. Rot finger gloves. What? Grants touch of rot and spreading rot. Does touch of rot do? Poisons. Tell me what spreading plague does. Hobbled. Foe. Jump targets 5 times. Plays the same effect as foe target. So like spreads out from the guy that you target. You can do that 3 times per rest. The Reign of Wonder. Whoa. So if you get knocked unconscious, you get back up instead. Which is... abilities like that are really, really risky in Pillars of Eternity 1. That's why they got rid of the endurance mechanic in Pillars of Eternity 2. Because in this game, they even talk about it like anything... Like your tanks, you just want them to be built around deflection because of the health mechanic. You can't really have a good tank that like relies on health or gets hit a lot. That's why paladins are the bar none best tanks in this game, because they're deflection tanks. That said, you can still be like a fighter. A fighter tank. Fighters are kind of like in the middle where they're decent deflection, but also they get hit a little bit more. Like in the middle between a paladin and a barbarian. A barbarian's very much a health tank. So yeah, like that could you get back up and then you just get knocked down and die instead of knocked out. That makes it so you don't get knocked down for as long. That's good. That's just to resolve, which is okay. Cloak of the Tireless Defender. Only usable by fighters. Modifies constant recovery. How does it modify it? Tell me how. But that's a lie. It's constant recovery. It doesn't tell me how it modifies it. That's not good. Does it make it so I die all the time? Only usable by a cipher. But I'm not a cipher and I don't have a cipher and I will never get a cipher. Ooh, that's straight built. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, 640. We're just about done this quest, but depending how we end it as a fight, I feel like that's how we're going to do it. So we'll just finish it up next time. We're going to call it here. I know I said I was going to finish it, but I got tired. Not to make excuses for myself. I guess we can finish it. And then we'll call it. I did say that. I just did a whole whirlwind, loop-de-loop roller coaster stuff. It would be nice if I had rested first. Why didn't I? We'll be fine. We're going to save the game right now. Go talk, Jim.
Hello.
Were you able to deliver the package? Oh. You told me the Dominels were after you. You gotta save us both a lot of trouble. How can I trust you after the way you manipulated me? The Dominels were there? Forensia's eyes fly open. He tugs his beard. I was so careful, always falling for Loftia. They could have known. And here is Pelagini.
Well, well. Is this your last day among the living, Versano?
Did she tell him? There's just saying, your timing is impeccable. Tell Pelagini. The Dominos are after me. Please, you gotta stop them.
As if any of this were ever in my hands. The Republic's considered your business worth protecting based on its success. That success depended on cooperation with the locals, like House Dominel. You've lost that. And the favor of the Dukes.
Alright. Stay out of this. I have business to conclude with Mr. Ferenzio. They're going to interrupt.
Even if you get out of this alive, they're done with you. The Dukes have more pressing interest in Defiance Bay than rescuing one merchant who threw himself overboard.
Yes. Ferenzio files to his name and clasps his hands again. Have mercy, Pelagina? Pelingia? Pelagina. It's an interesting name. I don't stand a chance against the Dominos. I've brought a failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog.
Versano. Why are you wasting your precious breath on me? My orders come through the ambassador, and through the ambassador from people you should be honored ever gave a moment's thought to whether you live or die. You don't seem like the sort to petition the gods to keep him out of hell. So why not cry mercy to the one person in this room with the power to grant it?
She turns her attention to you, and her feathered eyebrows raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. It's not the dominoes you need to be worried about. Nah, I don't know. He lied to us. He gave us the bag of bitter squash things. So he's a drug dealer. But, like, what the heck? Those drugs are just to keep kids on the streets. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It's to keep kids from ever being born. Dunstan, there you are! That's some harsh nickname, I take it back. Hi, burnt toast ends. Hey, buddy, you messed at Dunstan. Earlier in the stream, we saw a blacksmith that was named Dunstan. I was like, oh my god, Dunstan, if he was here right now, it would be amazing. Oh, and we're just about done the stream, too. I've been streaming for slightly over an hour. But, what was I going to say? I don't know. Yeah, so we've been streaming for a little bit. We're finishing this quest. This guy, he was like, hey, I need you to deliver this package. He didn't tell us that the package was illegal in this place and that he had, like, a drug cartel after him. So we went to the place, delivered the package, and then the drug cartel busted in. It was like, we're going to fucking kill this guy. Are you on our side or not? I was like, I'll decide when I get there. We're here now. Now we have to decide if we let him live or we don't. I don't know. He probably did honestly think that he had it under control. I do believe that. But still, he could have told us the package was illegal. So I could well, I guess, like, that's also not something you want to broadcast because, like, considering it's illegal. Yeah, really nice. I will check the stream tomorrow. Hi. Yeah, it was for sure. It was cool. I had a lot of fun this stream. I talked about the time I was the Golem of Prague. It was great. I can just outright attack him because I got mad at him. But I'm not. I don't know. I don't want the Dominos to just come in and freaking kill the guy and they get their way. So I want to protect him, but I'm not super happy with him. Drops her gaze and lightly shakes her head from side to side. Moments later, she turns her eyes to the ceiling in amused disbelief.
Vetsano, you have a saint looking out for you after all.
She strides across the room and takes a very nervous for trying to pronounce the name. She just said Frenzano. Yeah, there we go. Frenzano. Head in her feathered hands, a gesture that seems to hover in a dangerously narrow space between caressing and crushing.
Just don't come knocking on the embassy door. Understand?
Frenzano replies with a rapid, weak series of nods. Pelagina nods back once and gives his face a slight slap.
Do as you will. He's no longer my concern.
Okay. Here they come. Dana saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Domino foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. A sneer curls on her face as she looks at you. Seems I was wrong to overlook your blunder. Rest assured, I shall not make the same mistake twice. Ah! This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for shooting, this is for fun. Sound off. 1, 2. Let's see. Oh, I got a wizard. Hell yeah, let's kill the wizard. Wanna fuck this wizard up. You're back there. I have to be careful because they have a rogue on their team. Yeah. There we go. I'm pretty sure it just fucked that guy up. Just the gun is ridiculous, man. Like, even, I don't know, just even the fact that it's got a lower interrupt just doesn't matter a whole lot when we're talking about, like, the fact that I'm just like two-shotting bitches, right? Let's see. He's dead. This fight's actually not that hard. Actually, it's really easy. That was really easy. He wipes the sheen from his forehead and looks around the warehouse with the wide, fearful eyes of a hunted animal. I can't thank you enough, Amika. This won't stop the dominoes for long. I have to get out of here. And I recommend that you do too. Gives you a bag of coin with shaking hands. 1,000 coppers! Not bad. Considering that this guy was broke as hell. That's all I have after this ill-fated venture. Thank you again, and please look after yourself. Yeah. Whatever, you bitch. Got a fine dagger. I got a book. Hell yeah, I want to give the book to the wizard, because that makes sense. We got armor. Look at all this freaking armor. Let's compare the fine mail armor to the Burgadine. Oh my god, it's better! Heck yeah! And it has a lower recovery time. There we go. It's got a rapier. And a fine dagger, which I can give to me. Everything else can go in there. Everything. So everything.
Sure.
Get the thing. This guy doesn't have anything. So now I go in here and I replace my normal dagger with the fine dagger. And I put on fine mail armor. Shabamzels! Would you look at that? And I'll go over here. Two-handed weapons, the most per hit damage, and can be valuable for punching through stuff.
You must have seen some amazing
It's
sights
done.
on your way north.
This was awkward. Kato started a conversation as we started one.
Vetsano plays with fire and
Vetsano.
someone else always pays the price for it. Your charity is more than he deserves. Still, at least I don't have to deal with him anymore. For that, I'm grateful. Whether you intended to or not, you've done the Valian Republics a service today, ridding us of him. I work closely with the embassy to protect our interests, but lately I think our gaze has been too narrow. You clearly have pursuits of your own in the city, but I think we could help each other out. If you're interested in doing some work for us. Officially, I mean. We can go together and I'll introduce you to the ambassador.
That sounds good.
Good. Maybe I can finally do something more worthwhile than playing nanny to merchants. The embassy is up in First Files, southwest of the Ducal Palace.
Yes, I've been there before.
Farewell.
Yep, I'll dismiss you and get her into the party. Heck yeah. And now we have her.
ready.
Which,
Sure. pirate cities floating in the archipelago.
The
Oh.
mountain halls of these northern dwarves? Plenty.
I haven't been further south than the Deerwood myself. Maybe I'll come back after I've convinced the Ranganui and see all those things for myself.
I hope you do.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. There we go. And she's here and she can help tank.
I'm ready.
I say that, but she uses a two-handed weapon. She has two two-handed weapons. But one's a pistol. I mean, it's not bad to have a pistol. It's probably better to have a shield. Oh, heck yeah, I want to get the medium shield on. Or maybe this is a large one? Nope, it's just another medium. Because that's sort of like playing into the strengths of a paladin, right? And then... oh, that's two-handed. I need a sword. Do I not have a sword? I do have... oh, that's dagger. Dagger's not a sword. That's a sword. Excuse me. There we go. So that does more damage, but my deflection is 38 as opposed to 50. Holy shit, how does that compare to Adar? Adar has 59, but he has that super dope, awesome shield. The larger door. Forgot about that. Which I could give her the larger door. That's still only 54. What the heck? I was lied to. She's probably not as spec as awesome as you could from a paladin. Okay, but she's probably more focused on this. She's pretty racist, this lady. So that's sort of like my issue. Over some philosophical one. She hates the godlakes because she is a godlake, and her appearances, I mean, she's like part bird. So it's very obvious. I mean, most of the godlakes are like me. So she just hates being a godlike. She feels cursed and so forth. And thus doesn't like people who stick up for godlikes. She thinks godlikes are a bane to existence. Yes, very dramatic stuff. But here we are. I got my gun. And the Warboka. But yeah, now we got a full party, which we technically had, but this is a more well-balanced one where we have range, DPS, we have a support, mage, and two tanks. There we go. But, oh, and we also have a pet, who's another melee DPS. Thank you so much for watching. It's a shame that you jumped in right in the end there, fellas. But thank you so much for dropping by anyways. I hope you enjoyed this bit of the Dragon's Treasure. Pretend I like as a mic and drop it. If you haven't already, appreciate if you show that sub button some love. And don't forget, sharing is caring.